Hey guys, Kevin here with REK Kustoms. Pretty exciting video for you guys. We are going to try to see if this 4BT in the F100 is going to fire up for us. We've got some things kind of temporarily hooked up just to see if it's going to run. We still need to bleed the fuel system and then see if it'll pop off. So we'll go through the hood. I'll show you just a couple things that we've got set up and try to start it. So what we need to do is we've got everything bolted in. The only thing we are lacking, if you can see down in there, is we are lacking the clutch pedal pivot. Normally it would be over there either on the V8 block or on the Chevy bell housings. The Chevy Cummins bell housings on the back of the 4BTs, there's actually a pivot point threaded in there. So I may take a picture or video of that on a Jeep that we did a 4B swap in and let you see that, but we're missing that on this Ford bell housing adapter, so we're gonna have to figure it out. Okay, so we get down in here and if you see that yellow bracket, it still needs to be finalized. However, we were missing the pivot for our clutch, so we now have that installed and we have the clutch hooked up. We've got some random wires over here. This wire right here is going to go to the fuel solenoid, the fuel shutoff solenoid, and then we've got our manual temp and oil pressure lines. Those I'm going to leave unhooked for now. Power steering going to leave unhooked for right now. I just need to get this sucker moved out of the weeds and over to some flat dirt where I can really start getting serious with it. The real nice thing about this swap is that you really only need 12 volts to get this thing to run. So we went ahead and left the factory solenoid from Ford, so that's all the electronics inside are fine. I say electronics, the key switch. So we're going to turn the key switch, it's going to fire the solenoid, and then our factory Ford solenoid we have got temporarily wired in to our starter solenoid down on the engine, and that's how we're going to get this sucker to bump over. And I believe the 12 volts that we have going over to our fuel pump is the keyed 12 volts that would have gone to the coil, I believe. I'm not real sure on that, but either way, it's a keyed 12 volts. That way we're able to turn the engine on and turn the engine off, more importantly. So let's see if we can get this fuel system primed, and then we'll try to pop it off. All right, now we've got it primed. See if this sucker's gonna pop off. Okay, it's running rough, but that's something. All right, so I was leaking out of my return down here, so I traced my return back into the Ford. We're keeping the tank that's behind the seat, but it comes in from the floorboard, comes back and around. You can see what looks to be a restriction here, and then these might just be crimps to hold these lines on down here. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to cut out this restriction here and see if that will allow enough of the return so I don't leak it down there, and we'll try this again. is, running, driving under its own power, providing shade for the dog. Again, this is Kevin with REK Kustoms, here with the 72 F100 two-wheel drive that we're doing a 4BT swap in. Doing it for my little brother Tommy. He's at basic training right now for the Army, and we're real proud of him. So I wanted to do something for him. While he's away, he can check in, look at the YouTube videos, and maybe have a nice truck to drive when he gets back. I don't know. Any of y'all know the work that we do sometimes. It'll run and drive. I just don't know if it's going to be nice. He was around before he shipped off. He helped me get the motor in and transmission. The way it sets, he had a big hand in. The only thing that he wasn't around for was obviously just getting it running here. And I think that he's going to be happy with it when he gets back, but we'll just kind of have to see. Thanks, guys, for taking the time to check out the video. We'll try to keep you updated as progress moves forward. If you guys have any comments or anything like that, feel free to leave them. Drop us a line, subscribe, like, whatever you do on YouTube. And we'll catch you next time.